I'm a big Marvel shill, so I really enjoyed Echo. I'm a big Marvel shill. I'm a big Marvel shill.
I'm a big Marvel shill.
This looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, 'cause we need a little.
This is her story, her deal, what she's dealing with.
I loved seeing female criminals who are not apologetic for it.
But that doesn't make for a good protagonist, because at no point in this show does Maya Echo redeem herself for her past crimes. She is all about herself.
You know, this mortician, Echo, when she says it's time for a queen, I was like, it is time for a queen.
These people, these MCU feminist shills, they don't give a fuck about story. All they care about is strong women and representation. They see that, they literally turn into cheerleaders.
Oh my God.
There you go. Oh, they're there.
Oh, I don't know if Wilson can see him, but he can probably feel the presence of these women.
Yeah, soy number one said it. Wilson Fisk, former badass character, is shaking in his boots at the sight of these strong fucking women.
You know, when she stood shoulder to shoulder with those same ancestors, dude, that gave me chills. I absolutely loved that. Stuff like that like gooey, lovey, heart shit, I love that stuff.
Wait a minute, wasn't this show advertised as a violent, dark, for mature audiences only show? What the fuck is this?
Gooey, lovey, heart shit.
And why are you okay with it? This was not a TVMA rated show. And why are you not upset at the falsely advertised clickbait shit show that this was? God, gooey, lovey, heart shit. Just for that, I'm kicking you out of this video. Bye. See you later.
Goodbye, faggot.
Oh, and for those of you tuning in expecting to hear a John Roca strong woman rant, you won't be disappointed. Here you go.
So I thought if they had just pushed the Kingpin stuff aside and made it about a woman who is trying to find her voice in the world.
Get rid of the Kingpin stuff, which, by the way, most people are tuning in for, and focus on the women. That is his only complaint about this show.
Reconnecting with the women, female ancestors of her past, so she can move away from the grooming of the male negative influences in her life.
The male negative influences. Where else besides people like this would you hear that terminology from?
I think that would have been a much more powerful story.
And by the way, the only reason Kingpin was even in this show was so he could lie down and take the L to Echo, which is the only value a character like Kingpin has in the MCU. Moving on.
But I loved the Native American stuff. That all really, really worked for me.
What Black Panther was for me, this show is for other people, and it's just as important.
She's badass, and she's also deaf.
She's retarded.
Watching things on the screen, it was always a white guy who played this superhero, so we need more people of color to be in the MCU, and it's just amazing that it's changing, and I can't wait for the future to be more inclusive.
You're very retarded.
I said at the very top of this whole thing that this was representation on a whole new level, but the number of different communities who are seeing themselves represented in this show is really empowering. Just
nobody gives a fuck. And Disney Marvel doesn't give a fuck either. The only reason they do this is because they think it makes them look good.
She's a real world superhero.
Yes.
Sign language, prosthetic leg. Member
Correct.
of a marginalized community. Like,
yes.
She's already a superhero.
Yes, we get it. She checks off all the pandering boxes.
Yeah, which is amazing. And I mean, that's actually inspiring in the cheesiest, sort of most on the nose sense of the word. That is really inspiring.
Jesus Christ.
That diversity and how important that is in media and that attention, because again, I grew up with only the Yellow Power Ranger in the 1995 Power Ranger movie.
You grew up with only the Yellow Power Ranger in the 1995 Power Ranger movie. Interesting, because I grew up with that movie as well. And the difference between you and I is that I grew up with the Power Rangers. All of them. Not just the one that looks like me.
At the end of the 5 episodes, when Marvel Studios put up that thing that said, we would like to thank the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma for I was like, that's the best thing about this show. It makes me love the show.
This right here, the best thing about the entire show, according to soy number one.
I'm a big Marvel shill.
Not the story, not the characters, not the accuracy to the comics. Representation and inclusivity is the most important thing to Disney Marvel right now, and people still wonder why the MCU is struggling to stay relevant.
I mean, they had to still have the Daredevil cameo.
No, he didn't, Roka. We all know why he was there. And why would Disney put a cameo character in the trailer for any reason other than clickbait?
But I really love the flippy flip still. I love bringing that element to the character from the comics to the MCU. I thought that was missing from the Netflix version of the character.
The fight scene was great. It makes sense that he would have shown up.
Because, yeah, the fight sequence was great.
And some of these shots are just pure perfection. I mean, it's a comic book panel come to life.
Perfect is definitely not the word I would use. I mean, just look at this shitty choreography.
People kind of shitting on the Daredevil and Echo fight scene that was going around on social media, and there's a lot more to it. I think overall it is great.
Well, are you retarded?
I mean, I thought that fight scene was great. I was reading some critique online. It's like, oh, you can see they're telegraphing the punches, and you can see they're missing. It's like, well, yeah, like that happens.
It happens, huh? Well, it didn't seem to happen as much in the Netflix Daredevil series. Dumbass.
Oh, you can see they're telegraphing the punches, and you can see they're missing. It's like, well, yeah, like that happens.
Wait till you watch pro wrestling, guys.
Roka, you are a fucking tard. Professional wrestling is completely different. Professional wrestling is done in front of a live audience, and it has to be done in one take. Filming a fight scene for a TV show can be done in multiple takes and multiple attempts. The problem is that the creators of this show are lazy, untalented amateurs. Stop defending garbage.
Well, Winston, what do you think of the show overall? Sam?
You hit it. It's fine.
The worst I could say is that, like, at times it's mid.
As a binge, it's great.
I loved Echo.
This started strong and it continued strong, and if anything, it only got stronger.
You guys are fucking retarded, you know that?
Thankfully, what I can say with Echo is that it is in that camp that Marvel is back.
Would you please stop saying that?
I would not be shocked if Disney is actually telling these people to go out and use that line. I mean, for God's sakes, this dude admits to having Disney access.
Every single time one of those would come out, this is before I had any access, before I think I was even doing reviews.
It just begs the question, would you be this big of a shill if you did not have Disney access?
Probably not.
Compared to like some of the other shows, it's way better than I guess Secret Invasion.
I liked it. I liked it much more than Secret Invasion for sure. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
So I guess Secret Invasion is now the one the shills feel comfortable throwing under the bus in order to elevate other Disney Plus shows.
I'm going to give Echo a B.
Amid nods to vintage westerns and premium crime dramas, Alaqua Cox delivers a culturally authentic and captivating anti-hero worth rooting for.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out some of the other MCU content already live on the channel. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.